The demon god of greed is watching me. Did he notice I used his power? If he finds out I used the items from the warehouse without permission, he definitely won't stay silent. What should I do? Should I hide my power now? Just the fact that I used his power without permission. The constellation, Bowing Crow, discovers traces of distorted causality around you. The constellation, Bowing Crow, nods as it recalls the existence of the hourglass. The constellation, Bowing Crow, smiles. He's aware that I used the hourglass, yet there's no reaction. Could it be that he anticipated everything? It's suspicious that there's no response, but it's practically like he gave implicit permission. If that's the case, I should use it to my heart's content. Should I check the next power? The maw of gluttony has been vanquished. The power of gluttony is bestowed upon the player, Jong Si-won. The power of gluttony. A target needs to be designated. A target? All I see are wolf corpses. Does it work in the dead? If that's the case. Power of gluttony. What the dash? It suddenly sprang out and devoured everything, leaving no bones behind. You have consumed the brown wolf, nutrients absorbed, strength increased by 1, agility increased by 2. What? Just by consuming a corpse, my stats increase. 4. If I can use this power freely, I could quickly push my physical abilities to their limits. Wait, if it's like this, just like the demon god of greed. Did Beelzebub, the demon god of gluttony, notice too? I got too excited and used it without thinking. The constellation, Hungry Prince, stops munching on a wolf's thigh and looks startled. I got away with it with Mammon by luck, but Beelzebub is also a powerful demon god. I can't rely on luck twice. The constellation, Hungry Prince, opens his mouth as if to say something, but instead, he shoves more meat into his mouth. Omicron. A demon god from the evil faction, one of the strongest, is losing his mind over some meat. Is he starving or something? If that's the case, then this could be actually to my advantage. If he's that hungry, I should let him eat as much as he wants. Power of gluttony. You have consumed the brown wolf, you have consumed the brown wolf. The constellation, Hungry Prince, cheers at the sudden feast. Good, it's working as I expected. Nutrients absorbed, strength increased by 0.1, agility increased by 0.5. The stat increases are much smaller than before, but that's fine. My goal right now isn't to raise my stats. Surely you're not full already, are you? The constellation, Hungry Prince, drools, saying this is just an appetizer. As expected of the demon god of gluttony. This concludes the training, or rather, the negotiation. Huff, huff, huff. We defeated all the wolves. Tutorial First Chapter, Adaptation. You have successfully passed the first wave. All participants in the wave receive 50 points. Looks like everyone made it through the first wave safely. Not a single person was injured. In the previous timeline, there were quite a few casualties. Did the fact that I handled more than half of the monsters affect this? Calculating individual contribution. First place Jong Si-won 220 points, second place Kong Han-chul 80 points, third place USO 40 points. 220 points, seems reasonable. During the tutorial, individual contribution points accumulate. The higher your points and ranking, the better the rewards for passing the tutorial. Your chances of being chosen by a constellation also increase. Naturally, my goal is, though we passed the first wave safely, one thing I've realized is, I need a weapon. Even if I use Mammon's warehouse with stats below average human levels, there will definitely be limits. I need to use weapons to compensate for those limits. But the problem is, there's no decent weapon around here. In that case, I should search the forest to raise my stats and find something useful. As my stats increase, I should also be able to unlock better treasures from Mammon's warehouse. Hey! Wait a second. Where are you going alone? Who is this? This voice sounds familiar. Wait, could it be USA?